At the moment, we don't have much to worry about, but their behavior will likely become more extreme the longer this goes on. That's not the problem. Huh? I'm happy everybody's taking their clothes off. But if we let this go on, that narcissistic bastard's harem is just gonna get bigger. He's worried about his own harem, okay. Yeah, who's the narcissist here? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Moe Ninja Girls. Now, before we get started here, I just want to let you guys know that I have an Instagram account. Now, this is something that I've had for a while, since 2013. So, it's always been there. I just never went public with it before because it was more for personal use. I had just some personal stuff on there that I didn't really want made public. But after a while, I decided that I wanted to try and get some more use out of it because I realized I don't really post much on there. And, I wasted the time to make an account for it just to not use it, because it's just another account just sitting there. So I thought maybe I could make a use out of it by connecting it to my YouTube stuff, where once in a while I'll maybe post some clips of videos or projects that I'm working on. Right now, kind of what I'm doing on there is just posting guitar videos, different songs that I'm trying to learn, just random riffs, songs that I'm trying to learn and work on. So, I don't know. If that's something you guys are interested in, then you guys can follow me. It's at Undone Catalyst, same as my YouTube. I'll also have the link in the description as well. Now, this is not something I'm going to be committing to frequently. It's just on occasion if I feel there's something cool that's going on that I'm working on, I might share that on there first before posting it on YouTube. So there'll be kind of a little sneak peek over there. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that if that's something you guys might be interested in. If you guys want to see extra content from me, so that'll be there. But anyway, so with that being said, let's just get into the video here. So, in this one I read through Season 10. There's another one I chose to skip through because it's girls we've seen already. So, to recap here, we come back a week after the Grand Hentai was defeated. And the rumors at school about the MC being the groper haven't gotten any better. Now, all the rumors have been making him pretty on edge. And the girls are upset to see him like that, so they try to think about ways to cheer him up. So Nanao proposes that they throw a surprise party. Now, it's a way to show him a good time and also celebrate Miyu's win at the pageant that she did. So they end up canceling club activities in preparation for it, which kind of bums out the MC even more. Now, Enju tells him not to leave campus so they can find him easier. But she doesn't want him to know that, so anyway. With nothing to do, he kind of just has to hang around and just do whatever. Now, he was actually curious about what was going on in the archery club, so he goes to check them out. Now, he hears them comment about how Nanao hasn't hit the target at all since she joined the club. Now, the rest of the club leaves while Nanao stays behind to clean up. Now, he's getting ready to go check on her, but he sees her pick up her bow and take aim at one of the targets. And she actually hits the target dead center. Now, seeing this makes him question whether or not them meeting was a coincidence. Now, he wants to spy a little longer when Enju and Rika spot him. Now, of course, they get into a misunderstanding, and then Enju slaps him and knocks him out. Now, when he wakes up, he finds himself in the club room, and then all the girls are dressed as maids. And, of course, seeing this makes him happy. Now, he's getting ready to give them orders when the room fills up with fog. So, he ends up knocking out Nanao because whether she's their enemy or not, he doesn't want her to see them as ninjas. So, it's revealed that Kuzuryu and Kikoko set up the trap, actually. So, they go to Kuzuryu's office, and he tells them about another mission they were given. A government representative by the name of Minamigahara was apparently replaced by a lookalike, and former members of Obnubi are allegedly behind it. Now, they're trying to figure out how to create clones, which they call Project Doppelganger. Now, since the government officials aren't ninjas, they can't differentiate the real Minamigahara from the fake one. So they want the NSC to investigate. Now, they all agree to take the mission. So when they finish the discussion, Kuzuryu and Kikuko want to talk to Rika alone. Now, they actually tell her to spy on Enju and the MC, because they believe they might be in contact with the enemy. Now, Rika initially refuses, but they threaten to leak information about her joining an anti-government village. Now, I'm assuming this is somewhere during her training when she left the Daikoku village. I assume this is somewhere in between there. So we might find out more about that later. But anyway. So the next day, they get to the club room and find a DVD on one of the desks. Now, their job is to study it to see Minamigahara's odd behavior. Now, it's evidently some kind of talk show. The host is a well-known actor, and they bring on two guests to chat over tea. Now, the two guests are Minamigahara, and the other guest is actually someone we haven't seen in a while. It's actually Ju Sakamoto, Yamabuki's old friend from back in 3.5. Now, it looks like at the time of in this chapter, she actually made it big with her music. Now, the host asks Minamigahara how he hasn't heard of her since her music is all over TV. Now, he takes a long pause and then says because he's been busy. Now, the MC thinks that pause was kind of bizarre. Now, Minamigahara is surprised to hear that Sakamoto is a girl. So he starts making creepy remarks towards her, which the host then tells him to stop. The next scene, the guests are off camera and the host is waiting for some seafood, because they're preparing this kind of barbecue. And then the host then notices something off camera and gets upset. Now, the cameraman tries to turn the camera towards where the incident occurred, but the host says to just turn it off. When the camera comes back on, it's just the host and Sakamoto. He says that Minamigahara left on business and it's just him and her now. After that, the video just ends. Now, they're unsure what to take from it since it didn't really show much of his behavior. They were given other DVDs of his daily life, so they take a look at those as well. Now, the other DVDs show him being a respectful member of society. As a comedian, he was known for pushing the boundaries. So if he was a shadow clone, then he would have retained those memories from that time. But they can't really gather too much data without being in person. So the MC gets the idea to summon the Grand Hentai again. They can actually use him to take notes on any noticeable differences, and also potentially find out who's behind it. They summon him again, but this time with a caveat. Yamabuki actually gave him a dog collar, so as long as he's wearing it, he has to do what she says. So Sai collects a DNA sample from both of them, and then the MC asks him about the people that he was involved with. Now, he says that he doesn't know, he never met any of them. There was another ninja that would come and give orders and then leave, but that was about it. Now, he realizes that he was just a disposable pawn the whole time. At this point, Yamabuki comes up with an idea. She whispers to everyone so he can't hear. Afterwards, Akari asks him to jump into her arms, and he does so without any hesitation. The girls all take turns showering him with affection, and the MC kind of just watches on trying to fight his perverted side. And then Yamabuki comes to the conclusion that maybe all the doppelgangers act on their desires. Now, the MC wants to get in on the action when Enju shocks both of them, and then the Grand Hentai fades away. Now, the MC wants to bring him back, but they feel they got everything they needed. A while later, Nanao shows up. The MC asks her if she remembered anything about what happened. She just remembered everything turning white and then blacking out. He tells her that she tripped on a bag of flour. Now, she seemed genuinely upset about it, so it's hard to tell if she's acting. Now, she came to actually ask if they all wanted to walk home together, but they actually have a meeting with Kuzuryu. She could also potentially be involved, so the MC doesn't want to say anything until he knows for sure. So on the way to Kuzuryu's office, they pass by a strange man they never seen before. They assume he had some business with Kuzuryu, so they didn't think much of it. So they report to Kuzuryu and tell him their findings. Since they can't meet with Minamigahara in person, it's hard to know what his desires are. Yamabuki makes a call to Sakamoto to ask what he was like since she's seen it firsthand. So they plan to meet with her at the nightclub. Nanao tags along too to meet her as well. Now the MC isn't sure about her being there since he's still unsure if they should trust her. On the other hand, he can keep an eye on her just in case. It turns out that Enju is a fan as well, she's just too embarrassed to admit it. So Sakamoto comes in, which has everyone freak out. Lily steps in to ask about the TV show. When Nanao, the MC, and Johnny, who just randomly happen to appear here, cause a ruckus, which causes them to be kicked out. Now they're waiting outside when Lily and Yamabuki come out. They learned about what happened that day. On the show, they were planning on preparing some seafood, like I had mentioned, and it seems that Minamigahara's appetite is his hidden desire, as he started eating all the food. The crew tried to stop him, but he pushed them all back with tremendous force. Now, when he was saying those things to Sakamoto, that's just how he was as a comedian. Rika and Enju realized that with the Grand Hentai, perversion is the MC's hidden desire. Now, they give him some cold stares after that. To get back on track, they need to look into the information they just learned. With that, they go see Kuzuryu again. He gives them a stack of papers with Minamigahara's schedule on it. Now, one particular date is circled in red. Evidently, it's a special day for him, as he's going to his favorite sushi restaurant. Now, it used to be he only went once a week, but now he goes 3 times a week. The day things changed was the day he was supposedly replaced. Their next mission will be to break into the representative's office and capture the fake Minamigahara. So they get to the office and they take out all the guards, and they find Minamigahara hiding behind a chair. They ask him about Project Doppelganger, but he refuses to tell them anything. He gets ready to jump out the window when he gets hit with an arrow. Countless arrows fly through the room. The group manages to take cover underneath some tables, but the guards get hit, revealing that they were clothes too. Now the MC jumps out the window to find who's responsible. Now he sees the person walking through the crowd of people, and he corners them in an alley. The person throws a smoke bomb and manages to escape. They manage to drop their bow in the process. Now the MC actually recognizes the pattern on it. It's the same bow that Nanao uses at practice. The next day they're called into Kuzuryu's office. And the strange man from before is there also. And he turns out to be another government official. He leaves, and then Kuzuryu asks them if they were able to obtain any information from the doppelganger. Now, the MC explains that he was killed before they could really talk to him. Now, Kuzuryu asks if he might know who the assassin is. Now, he lies and says he doesn't because he's still unsure if it was Nanao. And Lily says that after what happened, she searched his office. On his computer, there weren't any records of him making contact with Obnubi. The only conclusion they can think of is he was meeting with them in person. Now, that's most likely why he was going to that sushi restaurant so often. But since they're just high school students, they're wondering how they'd be able to get in since it's not cheap. Now, Kuzuryu offers to take them as kind of a reward for what they've done. And then at this point, the majority of this chapter was Enju teaching them about proper etiquette at an expensive restaurant. So this was kind of just a filler chapter, so I cut most of that out since it wasn't relevant. But at the end of it all, Rika meets with Kuzuryu again. Now, he still wants her to keep watching the MC and Enju, even though they helped solve the case. So the next evening, the group arrives at the station. Now, the MC invited Nanao as well. If she's a spy, then this might be a good way to get some more information. So they get to the restaurant, and they're all amazed at the atmosphere. They get to their table, and they all order. Out of nowhere, their table starts having different smelling foul odors. Evidently, the man that runs the restaurant is the brother of the one that runs the ramen place from before. Which is kind of a random coincidence, actually. Now, the food comes, and the MC isn't too excited to try it. Now, in this food, he finds a folded piece of paper with the words, "Good luck to come, do not doubt your friends." It turns out it's a fortune. Now, the owner likes putting those in there whenever someone orders an off-menu item. So they finish their food and leave the restaurant. At the crosswalk, Kuzuryu tells them that the case isn't solved quite yet. He mentions that there's a spy in the school. He gives them an order to capture the spy and turn them in. The MC's first thought is that he's talking about Nanao. Rika and Enju ask about what he might be talking about. The MC tells them about Nanao, and they're wondering if he could go through with it. Before anything, they need to find out the truth first. So the MC suggests that they all go out and do something since there's still time left before curfew. He's using it as an excuse to lure Nanao into a trap. Now the group gets to the shopping arcade, and Nanao asks where they're going. The MC asks her where she might want to go, and she suggests the video game arcade. Now, she's never gone by herself since she doesn't like crowds, but with them, she feels more confident. Now, the rest of the group don't really go there much, so they might not enjoy it all together. So when they get there, the staff at the arcade are freaking out about something. They keep saying the name Snow. Now, they're actually referring to Rika, who apparently has all the top scores on all the games. Now, Enju reminds the MC of what they're there for so they don't get too distracted. Now, Enju isn't much of a gamer, so she doesn't really know what to do. So Nanao and the MC decide to play a racing game. After a while, the MC ends up beating her 10-0. Now, she keeps wanting a rematch, but he's starting to get annoyed. Enju pulls him aside and asks if he's learned anything about her. The only thing he really learned is that she's a sore loser. So they leave the arcade, and Nanao says that she had a lot of fun. The MC proposes that they go do karaoke next. Nanao sings a bunch of songs while the others just watch. Now, Rika, Enju, and the MC step out into the hall to talk about what the plan is for proving Nanao's innocence. The only thing left to do is to just ask her up front. If all goes wrong, then so be it. Now, he decides to go back in first, since she might be more comfortable with just him. So when he goes back in, Nanao is behaving kind of strangely. She drops her phone and pushes him to the floor. He tells her that this isn't like her, but she says that she's always like that. He's never seen her that seductive. Rika and Enju rush in, and they're surprised at what they're seeing. Someone comes in behind them and then knocks Nanao out. And it's actually Kikuko's sister, Sakurako. She explains to them that is the real Nanao, and that she was being framed. The bow that they found, the string would have been too tight for a girl of her size. It was adjusted for an adult male. It was left for them to find so they would pass the judgment on to Nanao. Now, she tells them to be careful. Whoever tells them it's over is their enemy. Now, she leaves before they can get any answers. The next day, Nanao comes to school like nothing happened. Now, she couldn't really remember much of what happened after karaoke. Now, the MC returns her phone and bow to her. She noticed that her bow was missing when they went to go see Minamigahara. She can't keep her bow in class, so she puts it in the clubroom. When she leaves, the MC takes out her real phone. Yamabuki actually made a clone of it so they can analyze the real one. Rika shows up, and now that they're all there, they can talk about what to do about Nanao. They assume she might be a clone, but if she was, then her nerdy desires would probably be more intense than her, sexual desires. So after school, they show the phone to the rest of the club. They have Sai analyze the data while they predict what could have caused her outburst. Now, Rika remembered that Nanao was listening to music on her phone, and it was actually Sakamoto's song. They want to have Sai analyze the song contents as it could be dangerous to listen to. But Johnny takes the phone and hooks it up to the loudspeakers anyway. Now, when he plays the song, Akari and Miyu start having a strange reaction to it. And then all the other girls start behaving strangely as well. They all start taking off their clothes, and the MC joins in as well since it seems to be affecting him too. Sai sees all the commotion and punches a hole through the speakers. Everyone comes back to their senses, and the MC realizes that he's half naked. Nanao walks in and sees what's going on. The MC tries to explain to her the situation, but he can't think of a good excuse. So he changes the subject and asks her why she came, and she tells him that her phone is different. Sai gives him the real phone, and he quickly swaps the two of them out. With that settled, he quickly rushes her out of the room. They come to the conclusion that Sakamoto's song is what was causing the odd behavior. Now, Sai determined that it's actually not the song itself that's brainwashing people, but a certain frequency within it. The group goes to see Xena to find out if she knows anything. Now, evidently the tycoon was conducting research into that area, but she doesn't know much since she wasn't in that department. So she hands them a key card to a research facility. So they get to the research facility, which has a lot of rooms to search. They split into two teams to try to cover more ground. Now, the MC's team find a room with a lot of speakers and headphones. Since Sai turned the power on, they check the computers for information. Now, the information is heavily encrypted, and Enju can't seem to get in. They look around the room for a research journal, but they can't seem to find anything. However, Johnny finds a stereo. He turns it on, and the girls start behaving strangely again. The other group hears the sound and rushes in. The MC attempts to assault Akari, but she screams, which causes the music to turn off. When he goes towards Enju, she slaps him and knocks him out. When he wakes up, they tell him that Sai actually hacked the password, and all the data was erased, but the music player that Johnny was messing with could help. Lily finds a recording device with some old footage of the tycoon. The recording is too corrupted to get much from, but they do hear the words soundwaves, doppel, and project. There's not much else they find, so they all head home. The next day, Akari calls Xena over, and they show her the hologram device and music player. She says the hologram device won't take much to fix, but researching the music player could take some time. The MC mentions that Akari's voice was able to snap them out of it. Now, Xena wants a recording of her voice to help in the research. Yamabuki has some recordings of the play that they did, so there should be enough for sufficient data. Back at school, Sai is waiting for them in the club room. There hasn't been any progress on the soundwave research, but the hologram device was fixed. They turn it on to see the tycoon once again. He mentions the soundwave project and also Project Doppelganger. He also says something about a Plan B, which has them concerned. Since the tycoon is sealed away, they shouldn't need to worry too much. They do wonder where the rest of the research team went. Now, Sai leaves to help finish the antidote, and everyone else heads back to class. Rika goes to meet with Kuzuryu and Kikuko again. She tells them that everything is normal and that they're working on the antidote, but they still want her to keep watching them. After school, they meet at the pool. Sai says the antidote is just about done. As they're talking, some music starts playing over the PA, and everyone starts behaving strangely again. Enju, Rika, and the MC have heard it so many times that they've started getting used to it, but they can't hold out forever though. Rika suggests that they jump in the pool. They can't hear the sound waves underwater. But obviously they can't stay underwater since they need to breathe, so they have to come up for air. Now the sound waves start affecting Rika again as well. Now the MC asks Akari to sing, which snaps them out of it again. Now they're questioning who would do this at school of all places and where it's coming from. Enju says the only place it could be is from the broadcast room. And that is where we are at now. So we're going to find out who's actually in the broadcast room, and hopefully who's behind all this, and see if they can put a stop to it. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so Season 10, Chapter 10, Cupid's Gunshot. So for this season I chose, because we have Rika and Enju as our girls in this one, I chose to go on the Enju route this time. Because I think when I was going back to the older playthroughs, I determined that out of these two, Rika was the one I went for last. And because Enju I passed over in Season 7, because Lily was the new character at the time, so we went for her. So yeah, we are on the Enju route currently. Yeah, this took me a little while to get back to playing again because I was buying all the normal stories because I didn't buy any of the premium stories. So this will be the first time this season that I'll be buying a premium story. So it should be cool. One of the normal stories that I bought, like even when you use 90, it's still so expensive. It's ridiculous. Like I did buy one of the normal stories, but since I sold the item that I bought, I had to buy it again. Like that is a stupid mechanic. I don't know why they put that in there. But I don't know. I digress. This is I just thought it was really dumb. So it took a little bit longer because I was trying to save up 90 again to rebuy it. And it was like 9,590. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Anyway, so let's just get into it. Alright. Moody brainwashing music echoes throughout the school. We're on our way to the broadcast room to shut it off. However, what the heck? The sight before us is one completely out of place for Mizaki's school. Oh no, we shouldn't. Not here. Oh, come on. I don't mind if everyone watches. Oh ho ho, kneel before me, boys. Grovel well and I might let you touch the tip of my toes. Yes, mistress. Ah, happiness. I've done nothing but study for 3 years at this school. I didn't have time to go out with anyone. But now look at them all, following my commands like fools. Ah, I never knew the world held such happiness. Uh-oh, everyone's lost all their inhibitions. Give me your panties. Move, get out of the way. Ah. Gross. Ah, look, a cute guy. Let's go somewhere more private. It looks like the brainwashing isn't doing the unpopular guys any favors. Damn. Oh, the world is so cruel. Don't cry. Ah, senpai. Senpai, you're so hot. Hey, there's only one of me, girls. Don't fight over me. He's pretty good looking, but his words are like, ew. Oh, you reckon? He's a creep. Where did you come from? Yamabuki summoned me, again. Alright. Relieved, I go back to watching the creepy hot guy. Oh, that's the hot senpai that all the girls in our class talk about. He's the captain of the soccer team. Apparently his father's a doctor. Huh, sounds like a catch. The hot senpai is making all the girls fuss over him, an arrogant smirk on his face. Of course. Alright, 10 parts, not bad. Oh, ×2 boost too. Nice. That came up at just the perfect time. Some girls from my class are in the mix too. Look how popular I am. It's how things should be. Uh-oh. Oh no, senpai is standing so close to me. God, my nose is bleeding. Oh no, that quiet girl from our class is in love with him too? Jeez, I guess the face is all that's important for guys. I can't believe it. Hey, can I go and punch that guy? Look at him, he's obviously guilty. Calm down, he's being controlled. The hot senpai lets out a hard-done-by sigh as he undoes the buttons of his shirt. It's tough being so hot. It turned me into a thief of girls' hearts. My aura of hotness is just too strong. I have to find a way to make all these girls leave me alone. Grand Hentai, he's guilty, get him. Okay, me and my hammer will go pay him a visit. Yes, awesome, I'm gonna see Mjolnir in action. Don't give to the green-eyed monster, idiot boys. We're not being jealous. Yeah, senpai's crossing the line, we have to stop him. Exactly, we're setting him straight. It's nothing to do with jealousy. Grand Hentai, lie down. God, Yamabuki, you! That's enough. Return my puppet. Huh. Bastard. The Grand Hentai disappears. I got no clue why she summoned him in the first place, but I feel sorry for him.
Look at the student body. Though I suppose it's a blessing in disguise that there's less violence than we feared. I wonder if it's because there's likely more interference with a school-wide broadcast than there is with headphones or a locked room.
Lily, how can you just stand there and play Sherlock?
At the moment, we don't have much to worry about, but their behavior will likely become more extreme the longer this goes on.
That's not the problem.
Huh?
I'm happy everybody's taking their clothes off. But if we let this go on, that narcissistic bastard's harem is just going to get bigger. He's worried about his own harem, okay. Yeah, who's the narcissist here? We can't let that happen.
Yes, exactly. We can't let that happen.
Number 3.
That sounds like jealousy to me. Enough of that, let's go.
Ah, yeah. I look around as we begin to run. Most of the girls are being sucked in by the better-looking popular guys, like bugs to a bug zapper. Couples are hooking up and making out all over the place. The queen girl is still in her corner, punishing her boys with a whip. And the unpopular guys are suffering alone despite the brainwashing sound waves filling the air. It looks like heaven on earth. I'm just gonna punch that one guy, okay? We can't let this happen. Okay, so I already got the, I'm already guaranteed the ending with Enju because I followed a guide. That's usually what I do off camera, off video. So even if I get the wrong choice here, it doesn't matter, but... You know what? I could just pick the wrong choice on purpose. Just to make the story more interesting. Yeah, let's go punch that one guy. Why not? Hey guys, before we stop the sound waves, I'm just gonna punch that one guy, okay?
Okay. Calm down already. Why do you hate him so much? Do you have a personal grudge against him?
No, but guys like him always make me sick. I hate seeing guys surrounded by girls.
Same. Mitsuge, I think you might be one of those guys surrounded by girls.
Nope, if he was as good a guy as me, I wouldn't have a problem with him having a reasonable harem.
That's selfish logic. Anyway, attacking civilians is prohibited. Let's hurry!
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, naughty boy, don't touch me there at school.
What? John and I screeched to a halt at almost exactly the same time. Where did that lewd voice come from?
Mitsuge, shh! It came from behind the stairs.
But wait. Idiot, we've got a mission. We don't have the time to stop and play voyeur.
Why not? Nobody's gonna see us. And even if someone saw us, I don't care if they see the strength of my love for you, Kay. Oh, how sweet.
Hey, you two with the brown hair, show us the strength of your love.
Okay, actually we might have more fun if we had an audience.
Right, we'll be your audience.
What are you two talking about?
That choice is okay, yeah, whatever.
Idiots.
Sorry. Those cold eyes are terrifying.
Oh, there are girls who haven't fallen for my charms yet.
I can't let any girl get away. Girls, go and bring them to me. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
What?
There are boys who haven't kneeled to me yet. Dogs, fetch those boys.
What?
Look, there's our audience. You're right, let's get them to watch us.
Ah, women! Crap, why are they coming after us?
Brainwashed people might be able to instinctively sense when another person hasn't been brainwashed. Zombies in the movies always seem to know if someone's a human or a zombie, right? Maybe it's like that.
We don't have time for you to be analyzing with a why.
Coming.
Damn it, we can't fight civilians. The students slowly close in on us, reminding me inexorably of the zombies Lily mentioned. There's nothing we can do to defend ourselves. But if we don't, Looks like I could finally be useful. Johnny? John plants himself firmly in front of us, then smiles at us over his shoulder. I thought it might come down to this when I first found out. What are you talking about? I've just spent every season messing around. I mean, he's not wrong. Because, I mean, they paid no attention to this guy. Anyway. I guess. But there must be a reason I've been in the Ninja Seeking Club. And it must be to protect you all now. What the heck are you talking about? Mitsuge, thank you for always joking around with me. Wait, you're not gonna try to take them all on yourself? Don't try to stop me. This is my fight. Oh shit. This dude finally stepping up. Okay. Alright, girls, let's run while Johnny holds them off. Hey, aren't you gonna stop me? But there's no other way, right? Oh, there's someone behind you. There's someone behind you too. What? Excuse me. Men. Women. No! I can only watch as John is swallowed by an avalanche of sex-crazed zombies. John, I won't let your death be in vain. There goes John. He was a good man. Let's run.
Yes, good.
Okay, retreat. Okay. We somehow managed to make it back to the old second warehouse where our club room is. Phew. Don't let the club use this warehouse, so we should be safe here. Excuse me.
We seem to be back at the beginning.
And we lost a martyr. How are we going to get to the broadcast room from here? John, you fool. We can't hurt the students. Is there another way to the broadcast room? Another way? We can't go to the school garden. It's full of students. There will be a lot of kids in the main building where the classrooms are, too.
We could go to the sports fields.
Hey, that sounds like a plan.
Except school's finished for the day and club activities have started. The baseball and soccer clubs will be out there. And there are speakers in the sports field, so they'll have heard the broadcast too.
So basically everybody who was out in the fields will be perverted zombies right now.
And there's not many places to hide out there,
so it's going to be difficult to get away from the sports kids.
They're faster and have better stamina than the other students.
You're right, I don't really want to get chased by the kids from the baseball team either.
How about we just dash to the school garden?
What's your reasoning?
The school garden is large and there's a lot of space to maneuver, unlike with the main building. And there are a lot of trees and benches where we can take cover.
But we'll send the zombified students into a frenzy again.
True, but at this time of day, the school garden is being used by the orchestra and the art club.
So the orchestra and the art club, they're trying to apply,
aren't gonna be as fast. What, because they're nerds? I resent that. Come on. Okay.
I imagine they'll be easier to play tag with than the kids in the sports fields.
Good point. Oh, nice idea. Johnny, you're okay. Yeah. John grins at us. He doesn't have a single scratch on him, and his clothing doesn't even look out of place. I'm impressed. How did he hold out against the perverted zombies?
Wait, he might have fallen victim to the brainwashing too.
Oh. No, I'm fine. And how'd you get away from them?
Well, you see...
What happened?
Please believe me, Mitsuge, those girls, they completely ignored me. It was like I wasn't even there.
Oh yeah, even zombified girls only went for pretty faces.
My heart.
Oh, it's okay. At least you didn't get hurt.
I'm happy about that, but I feel like I failed as a man.
Poor John. But it's good that they ignored you.
Idea. Maybe get through school garden safe.
Have you got a plan, Rika? So Rika's up to something, huh? Challenger checkpoint. Okay. So either this could be Soul or it could be the premium story. Premium story, alright. I've been stockpiling jewels up till this point. And it's trash. But whatever. 850 for trash. That's ridiculous. Alright, cool. So let's see what we got here. Yes. Oh. Okay. It's kind of nice. I feel like there's probably going to be another one at the end of this. Because I don't see how this really pertains to the chapter just yet, so... But we'll see. Alright. Enju suddenly spins around, placing a finger to her lips. Shh. Huh? Shh. Enju, what is it? What type of brainwashing is she under now? I take a step forward to run to her, but... Shh. For shh. Huh? What the heck? Enju makes a show of pointing a finger gun at me. Bang. She shoots me with it. What the heck? Bang, bang. So... Bang, bang, bang. Wait. She's not brainwashed? I still have no idea what she's doing, but at least I know she's not being controlled. That was kind of cute. The bang. Okay. Why are you...
Enju and Rika are trying to distract all the other students for us.
Oh, so they're acting, okay. But that means the male students are slowly making their way towards them. If they catch them, they'll... I don't want to see that happen. Well, actually, I kind of do. Wait, no, I don't. But I'd like to see how they look.
Calm yourself, Mitsuge. Look, the boys are completely taken by Enju. We can creep up behind them easily. This is an emergency. I think we can get away with knocking them out as long as we don't hurt them too much.
Alright, so that's what Enju was trying to tell me. Let's follow Enju and Rika. We'll knock out anyone who gets close. Okay. We quietly follow Enju and Rika.
This is so embarrassing. Enju, hold. No other way.
The trail of students follow Rika and Enju like a pack of dogs, and we follow the students. We get through the garden without losing anybody. We finally reach the auxiliary block, race up to the 4th floor, and throw the door to the broadcast room open.
Ay, 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 ay. This music makes me so happy, I can't keep it all to myself. Here you go, everyone. Enjoy more.
Hey, turn it off.
Don't interrupt.
The boy comes at me, fists raised. I dodge his punch and kick his legs out from under him. Damn. Ah. Right then. A karate chop to the neck should do it. Snooze. He's out. That was way too damn easy. But whatever.
I doubt he's the big baddie behind everything. I agree, he's just a normal kid.
You can figure out the big baddie later. Right now we have to turn that music off. We all rush to the giant broadcast apparatus in the room. It's covered in buttons and volume sliders, and I have no idea what's what. Damn it, which button is it? This one, let's break the whole thing. That's just up to you. Yeah. This one's funnier. Ugh, we don't have time for this. Just break the whole thing.
Agreed, hate thinking.
Oh, that's the first Rika choice I made this whole season. Interesting. Rika, use your ice to make a giant hammer.
Roger. Stop, wait a minute. What will happen if you break it but the broadcast doesn't stop? We'll be in the worst place than we are now. Mitsuke Oni-chan, let me through.
Sai?
What? This equipment's retro, so I'm not so good with those circuits. But I think I can get it.
Sai's fingers move over the broadcast equipment with ferocious speed. Mere seconds later, the broadcast buzzes and stops.
Phew.
That was amazing, Sai.
V for victory.
Sai makes a V sign at me, grinning, and I ruffle her hair in response. Lily looks out the window. Lily, we turned the broadcast off. What's happening outside? Lily?
It's not over.
What?
Maybe it's because the music was playing for so long. They're still brainwashed.
Damn it, if our antidote sound wave was finished, we could play it from here.
So we just need to unbrainwash them.
Huh. I look beside me. Akari is holding a microphone in one hand.
If we broadcast a sound wave that will cancel out the brainwashing from here, we can cure everybody, right?
Yeah, but you're not gonna...
I'll put an end to this.
Oh no, everyone cover your ears. Oh god.
Ah!
Akari's voice is a force to be reckoned with, all by itself, but now it's amplified and being played from every speaker in the school. It's more like a sonic attack than a song.
Ah!
I feel sorry for the damage to everybody's ears, but we need to continue the broadcast for a few more moments. Eventually, Akari runs out of breath and the horrific noise stops. I look out the window at the school garden, pressing my hands to my aching head. Whoa. Huh. All the students in the school begin to collapse to the ground, knocked unconscious by Akari's singing. It worked. Thank goodness, it's over. But the relief only lasts for a minute. The unconscious students slowly get to their feet. They begin to stagger forwards, their hands raised in front of them. No way. They look like actual zombies. Akari's voice should have worked, so why? All we can do is stare at the sight beneath us in shock. That's where it ends, really? Huh.
Welcome to the next episode preview with me, Enju. Rika. And with that, Season 10 draws to a close. Thank you for playing. Wait. What? How finished? No, not satisfied.
Exactly. Rika understands.
What next? We'll find out in Season 11. I hope to see everybody who feels like Machiyuki-san back for Season 11. Horrible cliffhanger. Season 10 is finished. We have 3 endings for you as usual. Me, Enju, neither. I don't know which ending you will get, but I hope you enjoy it. See you in ending and next season. Thank you very much for playing.
Alright. So, next video, we'll be going for the Enju ending. So that'll be cool. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out in the next season what's going on with all the brainwashing. But until then, we'll be doing the Enju ending next video. That'd be cool. Get to revisit Enju again. Since it's been a little bit since we last saw anything from her. So yeah, looking forward to that. Alright guys, think it's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.